Hello and good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining Jade Global and Oracle today for this joint webinar on how to transform your data integration platform from Informatica to ODI. My name is Nina Sanders. I am the Alliance Development Executive with Jade Global, and I'll be moderating today's session. I'd like to first introduce our speakers. We have Amit Raj and Kulvinder Hari. Amit is with Jade Global. He's our technology leader with over 18 years of experience in analytics and information management. He's provided technology and thought leadership in BI, DI, cloud, and big data, as well as served various roles like Director of Client Services, Practice Manager, Engagement Manager across high-tech manufacturing, social media, insurance, healthcare, and many other domains. With Oracle, we have Kulvinder Hari. He has over 25 years enabling customers to drive data-driven projects. He's the Director of Sales Support for Oracle's data integration technologies. He works with Oracle in direct interaction with customers, driving the adoption of Oracle's data integration portfolio. A bit about Jade Global. We are an Oracle Platinum Cloud Standard partner specializing in advisory, integration testing, cloud and consulting services, business solutions, and IT outsourcing. We are headquartered in San Jose, California, with offices in Philadelphia, San Diego, Atlanta, Reading, UK, Pune, and Hyderabad, India. Now I'd like to hand it over to Kulvinder and Amit, who will walk you through the agenda and present today's session.
About ODI for a moment. Let me set the scene. As many of you know, data-driven projects at some point fundamentally will require ETL type processing to be able to take existing data, transform it, and deliver that to a platform from where the business can build intelligence-based analytics capabilities. What we've done at Oracle, and we've been doing this over the last kind of 18 months now, is we've started to move technology to the cloud. We're making services available that we've had on-premise for many years, and we're making that capability and that technical solution capability available for customers to subscribe to from a PaaS subscription model perspective. We've done this with ODI. So ODI now is available on Oracle's public cloud as a PaaS service. So those of you who have known ODI as an ETL capability on-premise can now leverage the same functionality and drive ETL-based capabilities from the public cloud. Now, why is that important? There's a number of factors that will drive adoption choice. One is around cost reduction, simplification of where technology is deployed, reducing the footprint of where data is being moved, particularly as many customers now have applications hosted in the public cloud or are accessing applications that are hosted by third parties in the cloud. So having an ETL capability available to you in a public cloud platform means that you can now connect hybrid architectures together. So applications that exist on-premise, you can connect those with those services that you may be subscribing to from a PaaS perspective. So improvement, efficiency, reducing cost, building a hybrid integration model and providing connectivity and joining on-premise with the cloud is really what ODI Cloud Services is geared to do. Next slide, please. Fundamentally, the product continues to provide its core capabilities, albeit it's hosted in a PaaS service. So the functional capabilities that have differentiated ODI from an on-premise perspective remain true in terms of its architecture as we've moved it to the public cloud. So its ease of use, its robustness, its the ability for developers to quickly, rapidly develop mappings and integration models is also relevant as we've moved to the cloud. What we're now doing is we're extending the capability between where those jobs and mappings will effectively run now between what is on-premise and what's on the cloud. So those benefits that we have on-premise remain true as we move to the cloud. Next slide, please, Amit. With regards to the pluggable capabilities that ODI has, we have an extensive range of architectures that ODI supports. Most of that architectural support has been on-premise, but now as we've moved to the cloud and Oracle's own offering increases and expands in terms of services on the cloud, we're expanding our capability of knowledge-based modular architecture. So our KMs, as we refer to them, are being extended based on the support that Oracle is offering as PaaS services. So we're providing connectivity to database and Exadata cloud services. There's capability that will be added for big data cloud services. And as we offer more and more in PaaS, we're offering more capabilities to ODI. Along coupled with that is our connectivity to SaaS, so the ability to integrate with Oracle's existing applications that are hosted in Oracle's public cloud, as well as third parties. So extending our core foundation as we transition our technology and our business to the cloud is part of our extended roadmap for the product. Next slide, please, Amit. From a use case perspective, we're seeing really two use cases emerge, and these use cases are available from an on-premise perspective as customers start to think about their journey to the cloud. We are very much, from an ODI perspective, focused on helping you transition and move data from existing legacy applications and legacy systems and helping you transition some of that data to the cloud. We're fully aware that not every data set is likely to move to the cloud, and that the hybrid model that I spoke to earlier will mean that customers will migrate some data to the cloud and will run transformation-based ETL activity between partial data sets that are hosted in the cloud and those that are hosted on-premise. So a connective plug-and-play architecture is going to be needed from a data migration perspective. Secondly, it's the analytics. Everything that we do with customers from an analytics perspective is driven around customer. It's how can I improve my understanding of what my customer is doing? How can I make my awareness of what my business is doing more efficient to what my customers are wanting to gain from my customers? So analytics capabilities are going to be absolutely important. And what we feel is ODI will help allow customers to build that data model and analytics capability far more efficiently when it's hosted on the public cloud. Therefore, providing data sets that are transiently movable between on-premise and the cloud is going to be absolutely important as you embark on a journey where you are starting to build analytics capabilities and ETL functions that are hosted on the public cloud. So that connectivity journey is going to be absolutely paramount. Next slide, please. So what are the benefits? What are we really trying to do and grasp here? One is there's a realization that customers will host data in the cloud. There is a realization that we need to connect to existing systems that are hosted on-premise, but we're also aware that not everything is going to be in an Oracle public cloud. There are going to be some customers that are hosting applications and services in other cloud platforms such as Amazon and Microsoft. What we're offering from an ODI perspective is the ability to connect those component pieces together. So how do I connect and bridge between what is on-premise and what is in my distributed cloud platforms based on the vendors that I've chosen, and how do I connect those data points together to give me a set of data sets and data models that I can efficiently then build more capability around. So the ODI capability that we have in Oracle's public cloud will absolutely allow you to do that, connect and bridge you between services that you have hosted on-premise, services that you've got from Oracle in terms of applications that you're hosting from Oracle or from other vendors, and connects through to other applications. There's other capabilities that ODI will naturally leverage based on being part of an Oracle cloud strategy and capability set. There are functions such as the VPN capability and other database capabilities that we will obviously be able to make better use of being hosted in Oracle's public cloud. Next slide, please, Amit. Just want to share with you a customer example before I transition back to Amit here. We are aware of customers that are starting to connect applications that are hosted in the cloud with services that they want to run from an ETL perspective. So this use case is specifically a customer 360 use case where the customer is using ODI as that broker to connect between on-premise and their applications that are hosting their Salesforce and marketing information such that they can build and enrich a consolidated 360 view. The database is also hosted in the public cloud, but the ODI brokering capability will is allowing us to bridge all of that information together, consolidate it, and provide that customer with that capability then to build the analytics so that they can get their full enriched view of that customer and that complete 360 view from where they can then run marketing campaigns. So that was a brief overview of ODI in the context of Oracle's public cloud and how it exists. I'll hand it over back to Amit and we'll take questions at the end.
Thanks, Kulvinder. Hi, everybody. So I'm going to take forward from what Kulvinder said and see how we see from Jade's perspective as a system integrator on the case studies and why we consider moving from one platform of ETL to the next. Especially we talk about ODI out here. We see that ODI as an integrated platform. It's part of a whole set of 8 products that Oracle has and really fits into the groove of it connecting different products that you could be using with Oracle, like Golden Gate, big data prep, data quality, metadata management. So what has ODI got to do in this? It's the first ELT tool, the number one. It's got a good, handle on connecting with Apache using Python. It's the first self-service and hybrid cloud solution. So overall, this is a good integration platform for moving to the next ETL technology. Performance, what we have seen is on the Oracle platform of ODI, whether on cloud or on premise, it gives a 42 times improvement over the existing conventional ETL tools. It has benefits like Kulvinder said, set-based transformations, advantage of the existing infrastructure like Oracle's Exadata. Some of the key decision considerations that we see is with ETL, with ODI, you are future ready. The reason as we see is out here, it connects with different kind of sources. With big data, like Hive, uses all different kind of languages and tools, runs on future runtime engines. We have knowledge modules, which basically is coded once, and all you have to do is change your connectors, which is provided by Oracle, and you're not worried about the changing versions of underlying data sources. And that's where it is future ready, because you write the code once and you don't need to worry about the changing versions. There's no proprietary middle tier as we see, which was there with earlier ETL technologies like Informatica. It's declarative, simplified to write, and reusable across technologies. One of the other cases that we see for the ODI is it's been long-standing, being used in the industry as part of different applications. It has been part of Hyperion applications as one of the major ELT tool, and integrating different sources of data and working closely with Essbase or HFM kind of applications. It has also been working with ERP applications, Oracle BI applications. It's one of the core technologies based on the Oracle's latest roadmap. It has connectors with SAP BI, with Fusion, and works with all different sources as part of cloud integration. So this is one of the major areas. It has got a lot of legacy behind behind it to be one of the #1 ELT technologies today. Kulvinder mentioned on the migration piece and how heterogeneous environments are what we are seeing. This is one of the decisions criteria where we see a lot of customer data center that's actually on your premise. All your data warehouse, all your data stores being on premise. So like Kulvinder said, from Oracle's perspective, it could be an extension to your intranet as a VPN, or if you are not using VPN, ODI can help connect to the customer data center and move the data into the analytical services, which is the second case that an Oracle ODI supports. It can also connect with a lot of third-party and SaaS applications. So this way, our ODI supports a lot of integrated and analytical solutions and helps you really move to future by making sure you are investing and taking care of your existing investment and take it to the next level. So as we see these cases, Jade provides an opportunity for us with our proposition, which is Informatica to ODI. Here the value proposition is it's a solution that's very lightweight, can help you migrate from Informatica on-premise or on Informatica on cloud to ODI, whether it is on-premise or it is hosted on Oracle as ODI 12c on the cloud. This application is lightweight to be even hosted on public clouds like Oracle or any other hosted environment. It works on simple format of connecting to the Informatica on cloud or premise and look at its XML and convert it automatically through some manual intervention and logic into Oracle Data Integrator. To say simply, it actually converts all your mappings, your maplets, and your transformations into packages and interfaces in 11G, or the mappings as we call it in the ODI 12c. One of the important things that comes to our discussions with the various customers is how do you benchmark? How does the tool work? So the tool basically takes into consideration and helps in figuring out your environment based on these set of qualification rules. It is based on our experience of a simple man-pick benchmark, medium or complex. The tool gives different level of automation for all these 3 levels of benchmarks. And overall, it helps you automate and move to Informatica, from Informatica to ODI in an automated fashion. So what's the proposition out here? From the technology perspective, ODI, it uses ODI's public SDKs and APIs, converts any other Informatica you have on premise or on cloud 8 or 9 version to ODI 11G or 12C. It's a simple file with an exe that launches the tool. It's cloud enabled, user friendly, and it's patent pending right now from Jade. It covers all kind of Informatica mappings, including the custom mappings that you see in most of the data warehousing environments or data migration projects. It does take care of OBI applications, which is pretty heavily complicated, and it does help you in migrating those as well. The simple mappings, the tool helps almost 100% migration automatically, medium 70%, complex 50%. That's the average that we see across customers. It's the only automated conversion tool. It converts all your mappings into packages, does single or bulk Informatica mapping conversion, which actually helps you segregate between simple mappings that you could have in Informatica to medium or complex. saves a lot of effort in analysis and understanding what was built as legacy ETL mappings in Informatica. It has error handling to figure out what was done, what happened in past, even if you have to go back and look at it in, from the perspective of what happened and how did the tool convert it. It's an end-to-end migration framework. It includes services which is pre-migration before you migrate anything on Informatica to ODI. It does the actual migration using the tool, and it has post-migration steps to make sure and test all your stuff, all the conversions that's happened. It's recommended by Oracle. Work closely with the Oracle team to come up with a solution, tested through multiple cycles, has been mature enough through converting a lot of our customers from Informatica into cloud, into an ODI. Overall, we say on an average of almost 100 mappings, we could do 80% overall conversions in an automated fashion. It has helped reduce the overall time by almost 50%. With the effort down and the automation, we save anywhere between 60 to 65% based on the complexity mix of 20% simple, 30% medium, and 50% complex mappings. Productivity, we've seen it increasing 3 times on an average. In simple mappings, that's pretty heavily by almost 5 times. On the quality, the tool is mature enough and helps save a lot of time on testing of the data. Because of less manual intervention, there's less chances of fatigue, of doing the same monotonous job of conversion and making mistakes. That makes it different, helps from the perspective of automation to your quality. So we recently have converted one of our customers and helped them migrate to ODI. So this system was a complicated ERP system with OBI as a platform, and we helped them convert their customizations over last many years from OBI 7964 to LEN 1192, where ODI is the main ETL platform and a framework inside the OBI platform as a preferred Oracle ODI platform. The challenges, there are almost 650 Informatica mappings, both on the OBI and custom mappings that needed to be converted. All the estimates of the upgrade and the conversion was almost 12 to 13 months from different ways of handling the project. All vendors, everybody had a 12 to 13 months of period, which was not acceptable to this customer because it was derailing their future business plans and different projects that they were going to take as part of this initiative. The solution, we met with the customer, we showed them what we can do, how Jade's tool will help value, and we deployed our tool onto the systems and helped them convert most of their mappings through the tool. The benefits that the customer got. It worked on the customer's existing environment and improved the quality as part of automation and less of testing by 90%. It reduced the implementation time by 63%. From a 13 months period that they were looking at, we brought it down to almost 4.5 months. And that helped them move on with their other subsequent projects and make sure the business impact of this migration was minimized to 4.5–5 months period. So I'll show you a short demo on how the tool works, and this will be both on the 12C as well as the 11G. So I'm going to first show you the conversion as the tool works. So this is an Informatica mappings, different scenarios of different mappings that we have in our system. So some of them have a lot of maplets. You'll have a lot of sources, many expressions, many ports to look at. So this is one of the complicated mappings. This is the ODI environment where, as you see, there's nothing right now. It's a blank slate right now. The Infra2ODI tool has pretty flexible way of setting up the connection, and you can choose the Informatica from where you need to migrate the customized mappings or the custom mappings that you have connected. This is the ODI where you are going to migrate the Informatica mappings to. So this is a place where we have a register, where we register all the mappings. And once the mappings are registered, we basically go to the conversion process. So we have three different ways of converting the Informatica mappings. As part of 796, which is the OBI applications, we have a different interface of the conversion. We have a data integration customer. Data integration customer, all the custom mappings are handled through the convert DI menu. Then there's bulk conversion, as I talked, where you can do a lot of conversions at one go. And the way it works, it acts as a filter and a way of identifying between your simple mappings, which are 100% converted, to your medium or complex mappings, which basically would be converted as part of convert OBI menu or as part of convert DI menu. So out here we have almost 8 to 10 different Informatica mappings. The bulk conversion, just you need to add it to the next screen. And once you have done it, you just have to say map. Or once you say the maps, one by one, automatically each of these Informatica mappings are converted and pushed into the ODI environment. So as you see, we have converted almost 5 mappings in Informatica within maybe a few seconds. The scenario 2 takes a little longer because it's broken up into multiple pieces and has got a little more complications. It takes a few seconds for it to push this conversion into ODI. It is able to automatically understand some of the different complexities like lookups and convert it on its own automated best practices that's followed by Oracle. Here we see there's a failure. So this is not a simple mapping. It's a complicated or a medium mapping where you have SQL override. This way you are able to differentiate between the simple mappings in one go to your medium and complicated mappings, which you need to take care through the convert DI interface. So here we have shown the simple mappings versus the complicated mappings. Now, diagnostics is a place where you can see what happened in the background. It gives you a way of storing, even if you're doing multiple trials of conversion, you can go back and see what happened into the ODI and what failed, what are the warnings and everything. So it gives you a way of figuring out what happened in past while converting these ODI Informatica into ODI. We are refreshing the screen into the ODI environment, and as you see, different ODI interfaces have been created as part of the tool. And none of these are actually done through manual process. All these things have been done through different, through the automation tool by reading its port, reading its formulas, and pushing the right joins and everything into the ODI interface. It is able to generate all the flow, all the connections, and everything out here. So this is on the ODI 11G. I'm going to have a short demo on how we help conversion on the ODI 12C, which is the latest platform. This works seamlessly whether on premise or on cloud. So we're taking a simple interface on Informatica end, and we're going to convert it through the similar interface tool, Infa to ODI by Jade, into the ODI 12C. So we're using the bulk conversion as of now to show the simple process of the conversion. It's on the click of a button that the conversion happens without you logging into the ODI environment or making any changes. This helps a lot of requirement analysis, understanding of the past code, and trying to figure out how to how to design and convert into your ODI interface. So here we can see the Informatica mapping converted into ODI 12C.
If there were any questions that weren't answered, you can shoot us an email at marketing@jadeglobal.com or give us a call. Thanks again, Kulvinder and Amit, for delivering a wonderful presentation.